2, 1. Start.
Florida has always played an important part in American space exploration, from the first Mercury launches almost 60 years ago through the Apollo missions to the moon and the Space Shuttle program. With that history, it's probably not a surprise that a number of USF students are interested in rocketry and the science behind it. One group of aspiring explorers took part in a NASA competition earlier this year. University Beat's Mark Schreiner joined them as they recently launched 2 rockets to get ready for next year's contest.
Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In 2013, a group of aspiring rocket scientists at USF, a mix of engineering, math, and science students, got together to form SOAR, the Society of Aeronautics and Rocketry.
They're building the SLS rocket, which will be bigger than the Saturn V. They're getting ready to go to Mars. And I mean, no matter who it is, if you hear Mars or rockets, I mean, everyone gets excited. I know we all do, and this is our passion.
Even at a young age, USF SOAR has already found success. The group was one of around 50 college teams invited to compete at the NASA University Student Launch Initiative in Alabama this past April. Since their rocket fell short of its mile-high goal there, students are working hard to achieve that peak altitude in 2017's competition. To do so, they built their own engine that they tested out recently in the 15-foot-long Ballistic 1 rocket. As one of the engine builders, sophomore Brooks Salas had the honor of launching the rocket.
Hit that at about 1 second because it takes time for the pressure for the motor to build up, and you'll be about right on.
But things didn't go exactly as planned.
Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Honestly, it was like my stomach had like dropped because I had put so much anticipation and like hope, and then when it didn't go off, I thought it was my fault. You know, everyone talks about how it'll be my fault because I made the motors and everything, but once they told me that it was because it wasn't plugged in, it was just everything was so much better.
Yes, there was simply a missed connection to the device that launches the rockets. For over a minute, the crowd kept close watch on the sky, waiting for the rocket to reach its apex and then deploy its parachutes before making a safe touchdown in the nearby pasture. A dozen students walked about a half a mile to retrieve the rocket. Before they picked it up, they paused to listen to a series of tones the rocket emitted.
The beeps tell you how high you go. It starts in 1,000th place. For instance, in this case, I think I heard about 5,000, so it'll beep 5 times.
That's in feet, so the Ballistic 1 reached an altitude of over 5,000 feet, about a mile high. While the 2017 NASA competition requires the rocket to reach that level, the students had to choose one more contest, and they went with landing their rocket vertically. When asked why they picked such a challenge, Swayam quoted President John F. Kennedy's famous moon landing speech.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things.
Not because it is easy, but because it is hard, right? We don't want to just go up there and do one of the other options. We want to do something that just, no, you know, I want to do something cool and amazing, and we all do.
The students hope to serve as an inspiration to younger people interested in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math.
So what we're trying to do is inspire them to be the next people who maybe live on Mars or go even further than that, you know, push the bounds of how fast we can go as a civilization.
Because dreaming big and reaching new worlds is what pushes USF SOAR higher.
We're trying to send people to Mars in 2030. I want to be part of that. I want to send people to Mars. So learning about this stuff now and graduating with that, I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that.
For University Beat, I'm Mark Schreiner.